You guys ever been watching a YouTube video like an iceberg or something and you've seen a game that it kind of looks interesting but you can figure out what that game is? Well, I list found one and I actually been really excited to try and check it out, and I decided to get it recently. So I'm going to be checking out Penumbra. Penumbra is a series that is made by the same people that made the Amnesia series, which I really enjoyed, so I'm looking forward to checking this out. But to get the basis of it down, or the lore, whatever you want to call it, you are a kid whose father passed away and left nothing behind, but I think like a note or something tells you should burn what's inside the document, or whatever it is, and you said not to, and to actually go to this location it shows. So yeah, just gonna check it out and see how good it is, or if it's bad. I won't know until we play it. So it started. There are things I need of you, things you may not understand and may not wish to do, but not them same mistakes I did. Father Howard deserted me before I was born. I claim the loss of my... Can't hide my camera. You claim the loss of my father, and the letter I received after her funeral blinded me to what I had to do. It would be a lie. Human nature sealed my downfall. My name is Philip. We are lucky then. By the time you receive this, I will be dead. Fate frowns. We all perish. Frictional games. Let's go. Episode 1. Not looking forward to that. Vibing. Let's do normal. Story began in February year 2000. Already messing up.
For my part in this allegory, I'm not going to make the same mistakes my father made. Howard vanished from my mother's life before I was even in it, so when he sent me a letter a few days after Mum's funeral, it was the first I'd ever heard from him. Pity he was dead. Writing from beyond the grave must be a genetic habit in my bloodline. His letter contained a key, instructions, pleas for forgiveness. I figured the dead don't have much use for absolution, so I turned to his prophetic passing, which he inexplicably expected to come any day. Clearly averse to explanations, my father preferred to leave directions to a bank on Mayfair I'd never even heard of. In that bank was a...
Did y'all hear me swallow? Hold on, let me try that again.
As executor. Of course.
Okay, now we're all good.
He knew I would.
Thank God.
I discovered that despite the evidence, he'd been legally declared dead almost 30 years ago, and so the old book and collection of notes I found had, in the eyes of the law, been mine all this time. My father's instructions were to burn the documents, raise no further questions. But that was his error. No man's immune to the shameful trappings of curiosity, and my humanity got the better of me.
That checks out.
The university I taught at was world-renowned for two things: physics and linguistics. I represented the first, and the man who stood for the second was stumped by my recent acquisition. The book was indecipherable. The notes, however, showed a location somewhere in uninhabited northern Greenland. It took me almost a year to book the last flight I'd ever take.
Dying. Ignore me in the corner, I'm dying.
Along with Heathrow, I realised my father had disappeared 3 decades ago, almost to the day, and I considered in turn what it was that I was leaving behind. We landed on a strip of ice a few feet wide, and within minutes I was pulling away on a chartered boat, beginning the 12-hour journey that would lead me into my past.
Yep. Finally, we're almost docked. I better stow my gear. I may be far from home, but chances are I can still pick things up using left mouse, and I can take close things using right mouse. Okay. Right mouse? I don't think that's what he meant. Oh, my bad. Always good to have a notebook and to jot down interesting information and reminders. P. I left my torch in the desk drawer next to the bed. It can be opened up using left mouse on it, holding the button down and moving the mouse. So they mean mouse wheel? It meant mouse wheel. Okay, cool. Gotcha. Always travel with the padlock and key, preferably mine's in the inventory tab. Would you look at that? Not much light in here. My flashlight could come in handy. Come in handy if the torch runs out of batteries. I should be able to access the inventory with the shortcut G. Ah, some extra batteries just help my flashlight. Cool. Do I take this? I guess not. It's a rickety wooden desk. I can get that drawer open if I hold the interact button. I drag with the mouse. Oh, really? Flashlight switches on and off via the inventory tab or hopefully with the shortcut key F. Does. What's in here? A note. Dearest Eric, just a quick note before you set sail and leave me once again. I left you a little something to remember me by in the chest at the foot of your bed. I really don't know why you still only have one bed on board, taking shifts because of it. You get your rest. Oh my god, I need to slow down when I'm reading. But what it does to a fisherman's wife, what does a fisherman's wife know of life at sea? I'll be praying every night for you to make the catch you need so that you can come home to me safely and soon. Please don't be gone for 5 weeks last time, like last time. I know I might nag sometimes, but I do love you, you know. Wash those overalls of yours. I know you'll get them covered in assorted fish parts in no time, but I still feel better knowing they've had to wash. Or forget the Henriksons in the village have asked me to see if you'll be coming by any trout. I said they were mostly out of season. If you happen upon any, don't say anything, stow them well on the ice, and I'll do something special with them to celebrate when you come home to me. Ship's captains, there's a little special treatment. Take care, my love. Fisherman's wife love letter. Cool. And more alcohol. Jake Daniels. Oh my god. It's horrible. Pretty odorous. Glad I'm getting out of here soon. They must eat, sleep, and well do everything else in one room for weeks at a time. Alright. As I stepped off the boat, setting out into the blizzard that had formed around me, I had realized how utterly devoted I had been to the discovery of my father's past. I had no idea what to expect. Soon enough, my concerns were justified. I don't know whether I lost my orientation or my spirit first, but I lost feeling in my extremities. What does that mean? Anyways, soon after, a new hypothermia was setting in. I started looking for shelter. Being blinded. So cold, don't know where I am. I need shelter soon. Oof. My entire head went numb a long time ago, but I can still hear the wind roaring past. Is that some kind of animal in the distance? I wouldn't say so. You're probably dead. What the hell is that? I don't care. I need shelter. Looks frozen shut. Need something to break it in. Ooh, rocks. If I click and hold the interact button, I should just about manage to pick up that rock. That cold made me too weak, but I can still throw things using the examine button, right mouse, when I'm carrying something. Okay. Use the interact, I can swing the stone more accurately. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Ooh, which way do I gotta? Hold on. Burn it. Turn. Okay. Get down there. Do we fall? I like doing that, but I probably not do it as much. Jesus, my head. I can't believe I fell that far in for. I can't read that. Should have known that rusty ladder wouldn't hold my weight, but I didn't have any choice. I'd rather die down here than suffer any longer. Said I wasn't fat. It had to prove me wrong. Oh yeah, we already need this. Steel rod. Okay. Empty box of ammunition. What is this place? Probably a military place. Stuck. There must be something in the way. Really? What's in here? Flare? The flare could be a hand source light source. Flare. Hammer. I reckon if I hold down the right mouse after I swing, I should still be able to look around. Okay. Oh. That's actually really cool. Can I break these? Can. Okay. Yeah. Grab. What am I supposed to be doing? Pole's been boarded up a long time ago. The wood looks pretty soft now. Oh. I gotcha. I got what you're telling me to do. Hell yeah. Am I? Oh, I think this is the other side. That's just seriously solid. It won't open my hand. Someone obviously wants to keep people out or in. I would assume out. Okay. Did I miss anything in this room? I don't think so. Okay. Some kind of industrial mechanism, although there's a hole in the center, no way to operate it. Well. Pipe? Double click? Okay. Come on, you can do it. Don't throw it. Oh. Okay, I was expecting like a noise. Wherever I was descending into, it was 100 feet below ground, protected by 2 solid metal hatches located in a remote Arctic wilderness, buried beneath the snow. I didn't know what to expect, but it made me feel something I hadn't felt since I was a child. Never given it much thought before, but I realized that our entire society is a network of safety nets, emergency services at the end of a phone line, health and safety in the workplace, friends, family, lovers, all there. Something goes wrong, part of a carefully designed structure to prevent all the most mundane of emotions. Once again, I felt like I did when I was in school, surrounded by a closing ring of older kids, knowing anyone that might help me, friends, parents, teachers, were too scared or too far away. Who are you being bullied by? There could be anything living down here. Heroics are for Hollywood actors and fairy tales. I'm not taking any chances. If I face off against anything down here, it won't last a second. Caution and stealth are my only defenses. Isn't it a bit early to be jumping down that hole? Anyone or anything hears me, best be off staying low and out of sight until I know whether or not it's a threat. Crouching by pressing crouch. I'm just gonna say crouch. Give me the best chance to hide in the shadows. I'll know I've got it right because of the blue tint to my vision. So I should be quiet enough that I won't be heard unless something's right on top of me. I remember to shut off my light sources though. Hold on, let me... There's no way. There's no way this game's not serious, big dog. Hold on, I'm totally stealthy right now. Can't even see me. Can't even see me, and my vision's blue because I'm hiding. Alright, I'm just gonna pretend that we didn't do that. Oh yeah, I also figured something out here. I can swap my light to red. I just deadpan, just like, oh, let me turn it all the way up. James Sunderland. Get back to focusing on the actual game. All that for a bit, that was horrible. Genuinely, just being an idiot. I forgot to unpause. I didn't do anything. Okay, so we got a map here. Your location. I'm right here. Office is just to the left of me. Storage is to the right. What is that, a blocked door? I don't know. Jesus. Talk about a loud door. Gosh. Alright. How long is this? 3 pages? I suppose. I can read it. 15th August 1945. Command Bunker. Emergency Airship Zulu Weekly Report. Another unremarkable week in Greenland. Regular supply shipment received. Standard emergency drills carried out. Routine runaway maintenance completed. I have ordered maintenance to be carried out twice weekly from here on due to increased snowfall. 1 wounded. 1 wounded figure is no cause for concern back in London. London? The Germans have extended their front line by 4,000 miles. 2 of my men were caught manufacturing cherry bombs. In our workshop armory succeeded in blowing off a couple. Partial responsibility for this, and I allowed them to access the demolitions manual to keep it in the storeroom. Sure, that's where they've learned the ingredients. The ingredients? What are we doing? Making... Oh my god, forget to say anything. As a precautionary measure, I have now locked up the manual in the chest in my office, and I'll keep the key on my person at all times. Needless to say, both men have been disciplined, and the injured man has been sent home for medical care. Cannot help but think that a more suitable punishment would have been for them to stay out here. The matter is out of my hands. The space is so disconnected. Sometimes I feel as if this war could end. Might not even hear about it out here. Supply requisition order. Dynamite for excavation purposes. 7 bayonets, not necessary in my opinion, but procedure states we should have a full complement. 1 industrial ice pick for the damn ice that forms on the latch. 1 pair of reading glasses, category C, 7C, and word for myself, my glasses are in rather poor state of repair and I could do with replacing. Conditioning of the mine continues to progress. Structure is being fortified from potential bomb damage and excavation of previously caved areas. Ahead. 1 point of curiosity is some kind of archaeological find, an artifact buried in the earth and discovered by one of the work teams. This evening, after martial duty, I shall take a close look at the artifact. It appears to be man-made. It may have working parts inside. I shall remove what I can from what looks like the front cover and see if I can't discover the source of light which constantly emanates from it. C.O.M. Major. Really long conversation we had there. Another note. Oh, it's only 2 pages. You ready for this one? I'm gonna keep talking here. Breath. Copenhagen Post, Monday 17th August 1930. Psychotropic deposits at the bottom of Death Mine? ? Researchers at the University of Copenhagen suggest that mind-altering chemicals naturally sown into the rock may be the cause of high rates at a Greenland mine. And the university, which has recently been conducting studies into isolated communities, first became interested in the workers of a northwestern lead mine last year. Discovered that even taking into account Greenland's naturally higher rate, local figures for the last 100 years were abnormally high at 46 deaths per 100,000 populace compared to the national average of 29. Further investigation, experts diagnosed many of the miners' symptoms in common with the earlier stages of paranoid schizophrenia. Has been prompted researchers to hypothesize that natural deposits of lysergic acid, pH4 formula, recently discovered to have hallucinogenic properties, may be present in the rocks. Few locals were conducted to interview. Those who agree to speak had their own explanation. Inuit spirits known as the Turngate live in the mountains. The university is awaiting the results of chemical testing. Studies continue. Dying from chemicals out here? A key. What's the key for? For a locker or container. Wow, we're getting sophisticated. Batteries. I should keep my flashlight off. What is this? A man, an old man, clutching something unseen. He is strange, and yet he is no stranger. Never seen before. Still I know. This man before me is Howard. I call him Father. Okay. Or what the hell? What the shit, man? And I don't know if that was such a good idea. Probably not. Get out of here. This beef jerky. No way. Not without aroma. This can be expected. Oh, we're on percentage. Cutting wooden shelves must be added moisture from that grate. Whole room putrefying. Light. I miss being outside already. This place is starting to get to me, but I could reach that grate. To the rock itself. No way. There. More drawers. Did I think of beef jerky? Hell yeah. Probably stop saying it. Keep saying that, but painkillers. That's cool. That's cool. Very cool. It's locked. Need a key. Fun story. Yeah, boy. I'm gonna be reading like 90% of this game, aren't I? I should have processed that. Big Book of Explosions, 1923 edition. Chapter 1.3, Black Match Fuse. The Black Match Fuse is one of the oldest, simplest, and reliable fuses in modern pyrotechnics. It's easy to create, essentially consists of just string gunpowder, but be warm. Chemicals concerned will stain clothing, and as always, due concern is advised. Materials required: string, preferably cotton, black gunpowder, backstrin. String should be coated with a thin layer of backstrin, which acts as an adhesive. String is then carefully rolled in the gunpowder and left to dry at least a couple. Chapter 2.1, Dynamite. Invented by Alfred Noble in 1866, dynamite is commonly used in construction, mining, and demolition. It is proved for safer to handle than alternatives such as pure nitroglycerin, provided that is, it has been properly stored. Over time, the explosive component of dynamite is supposedly made safe by the presence of diatomaceous earth. The tendency to weep, making an old box of the explosive liable to detonate on contact. Materials required: 1 part diatomaceous earth, 3 parts of nitroglycerin, small amount of sodium carbonate. Text unreasonable and simply form into short sticks and wrapping paper. Not gonna try to pronounce that, but it's TNT. In 1863, German chemist Joseph Wilbrand. Took some years before yielding its true potential. I'm just gonna... I think we'll need that for later. I'm not gonna read all of it. So I've got backstrand now, and I think backstrand. Are you serious? Something here already? Is that?
What the dog doing?
You didn't hear me, it's alright. I'm blue. Blue means I'm safe. Just, I've never been this scared in my life. I can feel my heart racing if anything gets within more than a few feet of my hiding spot. I better not stare at it in my field of vision. Couldn't read that. Is that what the beef jerky is for? Is it like a distraction? This is the locked door. It is. Means, yeah, I'm all the way north. Now I need to go to the storage. Just a guy creeping down here on the floor. Like a goblin. I can hear my feet pattering. Yeah, I can't. And yeah, I need to lock in. I thought I heard that dog. Yeah, I did. As heavy as it looks to perform. Oh, where is he coming from? We're cool, I think. It's Foxy. Don't worry, I got this. He's actually I'm tweaking over nothing. He wasn't even there. Someone. Look from the other side. Does that mean someone's still inside? I can hear chattering. Thank God. Maybe I can get some answers if I won't he open the door. Well, this lighter wasn't empty, it'd be anything to have. Empty lighter. Right there. Okay. Lighter plus fuel equals burning bugs. Happy. Bugs equal not happy. Reams of wiring. Can I take some? I kind of need some, don't I? Heard a bug in there. It's also locked. Is everything locked? Anemic red. Ice white. Old paint cans. Okay. This. Bugs equal sad. Okay. Box minus circles and box equals box hatch. Tunnel. Is that tunnel fumes dead? Confused. Oh, okay. Gotcha. Killer's flashlight. Batteries. Another one of these. I get prepared to read again. Oh, it was different, but the same. That time, like, I had more control, but over what? To move this. Should be a latch underneath. There is. Okay. We need a jump scare, darn it. I'm calling it right now. Got a hammer. Don't mess with me. If you could jab. A spider? I don't like spiders. Look. Do I have to actually avoid a spider? Is that like a serious mechanic right now? Does this go back where I came? Better question is, will it hold my weight? Okay, cool. I guess, so I'll keep that in mind. Spiders in small places, I don't know if I can go through this. I think I better have tiny feet. So I can also hear it. That ain't no... What happened? Is that the dog that I just saw? Horrible sight, luckily it's mummified or smell would have awful. So it can't be. That's another note. Dirty, dried, dusty old rags. I want to begin this record still in hope that the great work we have undertaken here might one day be of scientific value, despite the chaos which has ensued. 6 hours previous. My aim is to remain secure until what help there may be arrives. Barricade myself in a small workshop area in an abandoned part of the mine. I hope that mere food rations here will keep me alive, and that those I hide from will not jeopardize that. Perhaps this really is cursed. It's precisely 30 years since the incident that brought us here, and now 30 years on, fate has struck again. Day 3. I forecast that today the rescue would have... Need to read before I speak. Getting too far ahead. Forecasted that today the rescue crews would arrive on time, but I can only hypothesize that they would... I did it again. I'm horrible at this. That they would be unaware of my location, and hence busy themselves evacuating the other survivors. If they have not arrived by tomorrow, I will go out and search them. Day 6. My first mistake was to make assumptions on the matter of rescue. My second mistake was to make assumptions on the safety of this mine. My third mistake was to act on both those assumptions and going outside my safe haven. Best estimate is that I left the workshop where I was secured about 2 days ago in search of aid. I have found only danger. I approached the old living quarters, but curiously could find no sign of life whatsoever. Returned in what I thought was the direction from which I had come, soon found myself in an unfamiliar locale. Confused but focused, I attempted to make my way home. Found myself threatened by some species of feral creature which seemed to have made this old mine its home. Though the specimen bore significant interest in me, I chose to retreat, only to find myself outmaneuvered and outnumbered by the beasts. I turned and ran, injuring my ankle in the process, which I believe is now most likely a sprain, rather than a fracture. For some time I cowered and fled into the dark. A few hours ago I discovered a door leading to a small, disused part of the mine, key for which I still have in my pocket. In the area I discovered this storeroom should keep me safe for some time. This place is a maze. I will not venture out again until I am certain the area is safe. Oh, there's 8 pages. I'm not reading all that. Steam. Ouch. Can't feel my arms. I took 1 hit. Okay. So he's been here for over 100 days. He's probably going insane. He might be dead. By his pieces, I would say this looks like eggshells. Oof, did I just... Up beneath the guy? Batteries. Fluid lighter gas. Awesome. I just... Okay. I know Amnesia well. How do I... Ooh, what's this? Sounds like there's a minor leak coming from the steam pipes. So turn them off. There we go. Oh, what's up? Why? My hammer out. I feel like I'm gonna have to use it soon. That's where the ladder was. I can read it. Ooh, I might have messed up. He might be dead. I think I might have killed him. It's right there. I'm so screwed. I'm definitely getting jump scared this time. I think someone's been dragged through here, but I've never seen so much blood before. That was my best chance to get some answers. Who else was here? Yeah, let's check this out. Spiders. Is that what I'm understanding? Old key. Day 200. The century of days comes and goes. It seems like so long since I escaped here. Some stage since my last entry, I attempted to return from whence I came. That I originally was fleeing seems a fate worse than the one I now face. However, in the time since I arrived from the larger mind system, a cave-in has occurred, blocking any further progress. I was forced to return and accept whatever end life has in store for me. I still hear my graceful friends scratching on the door to my cell. It's depressing, man. What a way to go. This looks like an internal organ, maybe an animal tongue. Holy. Is that the spider? Largest spider I've ever seen with its gut carved open. Stop. Oh, yikes. Hole isn't large enough for a man. Not that I go anywhere near it. If I was, buried out this tunnel. I don't. Jerky. Poor guy. I got my lighter flute, so I can stop using my flashlight as much. I need. Turning blue. I'm having too much fun with that. Do I have that on standby too, or is that red? Ah, it's red. So I'm turning blue. Anyways. Maybe I should just leave it blue for the rest of this. This is so stupid. Alright, I'm blue now. I'm staying that way for the rest of the video. It's too much. Alright, cool. We're back to normal. I can hear that dog. I don't know where it is though. We're just gonna go ahead and block this. Alright. Might be good to use a block door. Eat you to it. Supposed to be looking for? Is that TNT maybe? The dog trying to break in. Trying. Don't come over here. Blue. Turn blue. God, what the dog doing? There's no way. Is the dog doing? Get on up. I don't know where I'm going. I backed myself to a corner. I didn't keep it pushing. Okay, no, I'm just gonna leave this barrel here until I figure out what to do with it. Shaft caved in around here. Could have happened years ago, as I shouldn't be listing my life like this. The whole facility could come down around me. Still, when I press on, I have to clear this obstruction somehow. There must be something left here to use. Maybe still some industrial explosives. You are coming with TNT. The workshop is it is too great a hunting ground to let others gorge their faces on. Why can I help but feel for those without such delicate, mousy morsels on which to munch off? For Red ate ravenously of their flesh today. Shall continue to do so, possible, thanks solely to the button pad I installed on the door. Yet Red's mind is working somewhat backwards today. I one too. Thirsty, okay. I'm still thirsty. I will be right back. Anyways, I'm back now. Alright, sweet, we're back. Oh. I see the dog. But you can't see me because I'm blue. Cringy as was it? Man, 488412. I'm so stupid. Okay. Worn and torn, yet the edge is sharp to the touch. What's in here? I was thinking straight. Where did I? Ooh, cotton string with the back string. There we go. Pickaxe. We're playing Minecraft now. Or use it. Oh, hey. What you doing here? It's been tied to what's going on here. If I keep experimenting, I may discover something useful or have a heart attack. That is always possible. Ooh. Okay. Wait, can I break up the bigger rocks? Is there a point? Okay, probably not. An old miner's pickaxe. Can I break wood with them faster? Yes, I can. Don't like seeing barrels. What's the purpose of the barrels? I feel like I'm missing something. An electric fence has been put up. Better find a way to get over it. Whack. Just keep whacking it. We'll get it. Oh. So smart. Think. Oh wait, can I grab the plank? Oh, I can grab the plank. Okay. That makes a lot more sense than the boxes. Oh yeah. 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 That's more like it here. Storage does not look. Oh. Hell yeah. Flash, it's about to die on me. No. Play it. Play it. Dynamite. I throw a rock at this, is gonna explode. Not picking up the region. Okay. The hole's too small to thread the string through. What am I supposed to put in? With my brain, I'm out of flashlight juice. wait, you're telling me I could have used that this whole time? I did. Start thinking straight. Guys, what am I thinking? Listen. Oh, no. Oh, wait. I was supposed to do that. I'm a genius. What do you know? Use unbelievably this first use of it. I can believe it. I just know the dog's gonna come running. Is he? We both heard that explosion, didn't we, big dog? I'm locked in. Is it not gonna investigate? Huge explosion? Alright, I guess. Don't come over here. Oh, he's coming over. When I look back, I can't think of what spurred me to go deeper into the mine. Perhaps it was arrogance and still being alive, or something as ridiculous as facing adversity and coming out on top. Now I know I would have been better off starving or being mauled to death than kick-starting the chain of events that led me to end up here, writing to you. Just hope, for once you understand my story, you will have what's necessary to put an end to this tale. I certainly didn't. It came from up there? Okay. Back here. Nothing in there. Power room. Yes. And those down here are so alien compared to the way sound travels on the surface. That rockfall almost sounded organic. Did not hear you. I'm going into power room though. It's the first room I saw. It's the first room I'm going into. Look at that thing. I guess it's control panel for that generator. Okay, what do we? Walls of this hole aren't as uniform as the shaft. Why did they get out of hand? Document. Steel brake generator type 7G. Congratulations on your purchase from the type 7 product line. We are certain that you will be pleased with your new patrol-driven electrical backup system. Below are highlighted just a few added and improved features of the 7G model. Avoided personal wear and tear. The wind-up startup motor, when replaced with a battery-driven unit. Grease in the adjustable workplace can be an accident-inducing insurance nightmare. Enjoy the new increased grease control system. Electrical insulation can be expensive to install and maintain, so the economical 7G basic model arrives without, and much more. Quick start guide. Ensure the area surrounding the 7G is clear of equipment and personnel. In case of overheating, connect and confirm secondary flow by turning a proper valve. Turn on cooling systems to avoid overheating. Release excess steam until pressure within safe limits. Gain grease flow, ensuring minimal. Turn main valve and confirm primary flow. In operation, check energy output. Should not be. Good. Feels as if they are leaving my body for just a moment, not just hovering around. It's like I go someplace. What are things? Battery? I don't know. Oil. Okay. Need to turn this on first then. But where do I do that? They're blind experiments. Hold on. What? So I don't know, just in case. To-do list. Engineer won't run without start measure being. The start up at the bottom of the hole. I think it is. Okay, well, where to go but down? I'm gonna go down. Okay. I think that's where I need to dig. Not start the generator. Hello? I almost got stuck and fell to my death. So, not there. All this wire. But, okay. Is that another dog? Oh no. We don't know this room. What's a broom gonna do for me? Oh. Do I reach and grab the broom? Okay. Use. Dog didn't. I think this might be a hiding spot. January 72. Boys, I'd come to have a word with you myself, but I've got more important things to do than about making sure you're all doing your jobs properly. Now I know there's a certain amount of camaraderie between you lot, playing pranks, jokes on each other. Comes with the territory, and that's fine as long as you don't add me to your list. God knows you need something to keep you entertained down here. However, you all know full well that Penrose has some very deep-seated issues with his height. So anyone who thought it'd be a good idea to sabotage the generator, then hide all the spare fuses on the top shelf in the storeroom would quite clearly need its head examined. You get me? In other news, Jones want the inventory done yesterday. And the rest of you, it's not all fun and games, you hear? On a serious note, I want the inventory done yesterday. And the rest of you, it's not all fun and games, you hear? On a serious note, another radio's gone missing, and you better hope to God that means one of you lost it. Because stealing ain't a pretty word in my book. It's the third one this month, which means the Amnesia and Coming Clean is fast coming to a close. Repercussions, got it? What's strange is you're all supposed to be working in pairs, so nobody should be able to get their hands on a radio without the others spotting it. When I find out who's responsible, I'm going to find out how they got away with it so long. I'm going to fling them out into the snow and leave them there. Just disappear into the night, just like all those radios. Harvard, lean mind. Lead mine. Comms equipment can't be within signal range. Com radio. It's a newer band communications radio. I remember building one of these in my first electronics class. Probably did a better job of them. Okay. So we have one fuse. I don't know if we need more than one. I assume so, though. Okay, no. What's down here? Flashlight's so low, I'm not gonna bother using it. Like everything else down here, it's old, decaying, and not working. Probably prevented access to the mine proper. Working hours, something like that won't work without power. Okay. I think what I'm hearing is that I only need one fuse. Probably. Oh wait, is that generator right there what I need? No. Not straight. Gold rusted, the only thing that's survived down here all this time. Where do this fuse at? That's all I need to know. Needs a battery. So what's the point in coming down here? I don't think there's a point. I'm lost, man. Show the stability of surrounding environment by gently tapping and feeling on the rock once you feel certain that there is no risk of rock slides. Check to see if you have any form of communication with West Hand and attempt to send a distress signal using this code sheet. Should such a device be unavailable or damaged, begin firmly tapping out a message on the wall of it. aka rescue queue. Rescue queues will hear you and arrive promptly to dig you out. Code reference. Again, only problem with that. Can't even use the radio. Okay. Does the fuse go here? Okay. Not saying the What? It's 5. That's 2. 5728. Right? 5. 7. It's 5783. That's 5. 7. 3. 5, 7. Okay. Okay, so what is the to do with me though? I still can't figure out where to put this fuse. There's something up here. I think that's for this. Can't. I need the power on some other stuff. I feel like a toddler right now. Am I being an idiot? I feel like so I need to turn backup power. In this generator room, fuse. Don't have a battery. Fuse here maybe? Give one to me. Then to batteries. Oh. There we go. It just took me a little bit. Damn, battery. No, I just don't know why I need the fuse. I'll hit this. Oh no, the fuse popped. Damn. Just left to right. Maybe. areas getting down to me or I haven't. Okay. Boots. Generator manual. Sure areas around G7 is clear of personal equipment in case of overheating. Connect and confirm the secondary flow by turning on appropriate valve. Turn on cooling system to overheat. Avoid overheating. It says turn on the second one. The area surrounding G7 is clear of personal equipment. Confirm the secondary flow by turning on valve. Turn on cooling system to avoid overheating. Symbol for water. Hydraulics. Fluid control. And a loss for this one. Okay. Turn on cooling systems, release excess steam, gain grease flow, ensuring leakage is minimal. Turn on main valve and confirm primary flow. Pull the main operation lever. Check energy output. Seems like it's working. Hell yeah. Alright. Love to see it. See. Oh yeah, that was Penumbra. Well, part 1 of Penumbra. So I'm fun with it so far. So definitely not quite what I was expecting, but I'm sure I'm getting to the point that I've seen on YouTube clips. Either way, definitely has that vibe to it that I really enjoy. Yeah, I'm kind of curious to see where this goes, but that's all. Thanks for watching, everyone, and I will catch you later.